So you want to learn Python fast? Well, you reached the right video. Let me explain. This video is brought to you by DigiLink Academy, your #1 source to learning programming fast and get to that six-figure freelance salary you desire. Our courses include our SQL Project course, our Freelance Kickstarter, our Python course, and our interview programming course, and much, much more. So if you haven't already, go ahead and click the link below to get to our free 7-step freelance guide so that we can help take your career to the next level. I'll see you guys in the course. All right, guys, let's jump right into it. Learning Python fast. What's the problem with that? Well, fast is relative depending on what you're talking about. Sometimes that 1 month to learn it. Sometimes it's a week. Sometimes it's 2 years. Sometimes it's 5 years. It all depends on your perspective. Today, we're going to give you some realistic perspective and solve a problem for you guys so that you can have your expectations tapered. So I'm coming at this at an aspect of, hey, you kind of know the fundamentals of programming and you've maybe taken a course or two, but you seem to can't get a job, or you're not confident in your programming level. And we're gonna try to get you a job within maybe 3 months, 6 months to a year. I think that's a relative a good expectation if you already have at least a coding base. If coding brand new to you, this is the first video you ever seen coding, well, we gotta adjust those expectations more, unless you're a rock star and you're just able to learn and pick up on things faster. But I'm gonna cover all that in this video and kind of get you guys learning Python real fast. But before we get started, what I want you guys to do is please share your experience learning Python. What are some of your roadblocks you've been having? What are some of the successes? What have been your challenges to learning Python fast? Can you find a job? Just share that below, because I love to see your guys' response and then how your response is different once you guys view this video, and then we kind of go from there. So at the end of the day, guys, to learn Python fast, start with the fundamentals and the syntax. Start there first. Hey, learning arrays, learning how to write code, just the basics, all that good stuff. Fundamentals, guys, just start there. You want to be able to read code and see what it's actually doing. And that's a good way to know if you are good at your fundamentals. You can, within relative speaking, might not know everything that's going on in that line of code, but you can kind of decipher things, do a Google search, all that good stuff. So start with the syntax and fundamentals. That's the first takeaway. Second takeaway, project-based learning, guys. I can't emphasize this enough. If you're not doing project-based learning, you're doing yourself a disservice, guys. End of the day, if you ain't completing projects, you're not putting yourself in a position to win. You're just gonna be a code writing junkie. What do I mean by that? Is you write code that doesn't have any impact, that don't solve any problems. You need to start the project-based learning to get to that next step, guys. And then the final step is, once you start doing the training project-based learning, we want to transition that to real-world projects. Real world industry, real world business. This is where you're going to look at the job markets and postings and your local job market to kind of figure out, hey, these people, they have this problem. Let me see if I can have a project that's similar to what they're doing to solve that problem. So when I come in for that interview, I'm great. But again, we'll stick to just the learning right now, and we'll get into the actual the finding of the job and the job market a little bit later, guys. So at the end of the day, you have to put yourself in a position to win. And the best way to do that is to learn, okay, what's the best use case for Python? Kind of go. I like Python because it's quick, easy to learn, get started fast with a lot less relative setup on your computer than other programming languages. And also, you can use it in data science, you can use it in certain applications, and it very quick, very agile, and very easy to learn. So it always have that. I think it's probably one of the best, in addition to PHP, I think, to actually start using as a first programming. It's very gonna help you learn really quickly, kind of start with the takeaways. At the end of the day, When I first started learning how to program, guys, I was lost, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go. I am a SQL developer by trade, as far as just where I do a lot of my work at. But again, the database got to function with the application. So you got to be able to pull, retrieve, view data with that Python code. So I had to learn Python in conjunction with it. I use a program called Odoo, an open source application, to learn, do my code reviews, all that good stuff. Again, guys, we tell you how to do this in our 7-step guide. So go ahead and check out my 7-step guide. Links are below. It's free, and it's going to help you get started learning Python really fast. Also, we have some premium courses as well. We have a 30-day Python programming guide, or programming course. Links below to that, guys. Go check that out, and also subscribe to the channel. We cover a lot of Python related stuff as well. Help you guys out. So go ahead and do that. Support the channel, and I surely appreciate it. So let's jump into some additional details about Python. I like the fact that you guys have already came here and you want more answers. So that's a good thing. We're good there. I want to focus in your learning so that you can learn just what you need to know to get that next job, get you to that next. I know a lot of you guys, you're not going to get that concept at first because you're used to, I got to learn everything before I get a job. No, don't think like that. You only need to know enough to be able to solve the first problem at your job, know how to speak to things. And if you have an agile approach to learn, once you learn the base, everything else is agile learning, stacking up on top of it. Till 5-10 years from now, you have a really good specific knowledge about programming. Most people do not start by knowing everything then getting a job. It don't work that way for most of us regular people. Maybe you have some super high-end rockstar developers out there who know everything at the beginning, but most of us, we gotta take baby steps. And I want you to know just enough to get that job, be able to crush it on that interview, and have that ability, that framework to learn very quickly based off of the information, their applications, and everything that they use in Python. That's what I want you to do. That's the way you learn fast. You're learning, making money, building experience all at the same time by using it. Again, 7-step guide below, guys, is going to help you guys out with that. I can't tell you how that's going to benefit you guys in the long run. But at the end of the day, guys, start with those fundamentals and the syntax. Start reading that code, guys. That's going to be critical. Start doing that project-based learning, guys. That's number 2. Start doing that. Number 3, let's start checking out the industry to figure out what jobs are in your area so that we can start really getting you specific learning at material. Well, you know what to learn, or what's going to help you guys out long. So, subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Go ahead and check out my links below, that free 7-step guide. I'll put a link of it to the screen here, and also my premium courses, guys. So at the end of the day, let's get started. You made the first step watching this video. Go ahead and make the 2nd step, guys, by getting that 7-step guide and checking out those premium. I'll see you guys. Get it. Peace.